consider to buy the Canon G7X Mark III, which is skyrocket price now, check this camera guys, the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. Hello guys, so today's vlog, join me as I put the two camera and I will give you 10 reasons why I will choose the Sony ZV-1 Mark II or Sony ZV-1 Mark II over the Canon G7X Mark III. So, again guys, before anything else, if you like photography, if you like this kind of content, please consider to subscribe and hit notification bell so at least you'll be updated for all the videos that I will upload regarding photo, video, tutorial, and comparison. Again guys, I will give you 10 reasons why I will choose the Sony ZV-1 Mark II over the Canon G7X Mark III, which is crazy price now. So, again, before I start comparing these two camera, and I will give 10 reasons. First, let's check the announced date of these two camera. First, the Canon G7X Mark III announced last July 9 of 2019 with the price of $799 or 800 US dollar up to 1,000 US dollar, guys. I saw already in the market and online that someone or somebody is selling like 1,000 US dollar already or more than 1,000 US dollar. It's a crazy price. While the Sony ZV-1 Mark II announced last May 27 of 2023, so only last year guys, with a price of 798 US dollars, and sometimes there's a deal. If you can get some good offer, then perfect. Again, first, before we jump into the 10 reasons why I will choose the Sony ZV-1 Mark II over the Canon G7X Mark III, I will give you a reason why the G7X Mark III, it's good to buy or it's better to buy than the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. First, you have already the optical in-body image stabilization. You have the built-in pop-up flash or built-in flash. So that's why people like this camera, because of the built-in pop-up flash. Third, you have already 30 frames per second compared for 20 frames per second. Continuous shooting burst mode of the camera. Again, for the focal length of the camera, actually this is a zoom camera. So it's 24 over 100, 24 to 100 millimeter. So you have 100 millimeter more compared for the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. And the maximum aperture in the telephoto, or if you zoom, the maximum aperture is f2.8. So that's the reason why the G7X Mark III is better than the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. So yan, I will give you now the 10 reason why I will choose the Sony ZV-1 Mark II over the Canon G7X Mark III. First reason is the price. Again, guys, the price now, it's around 800 US dollar or 798 US dollar. Again, guys, the price that I mentioned earlier is depends on your local market, depends on your place, depends on, again, your area or your dealer or your local market. So it depends on your local market. Yeah, regarding for the prices. The price that I mentioned before or earlier, it's the price from a famous shop in the US. But again, I already found some of the prices from G7X is skyrocketing. So yeah, that's the first reason. It's more cheaper. The reason number one is more cheaper, which is 798 or 800 US dollar. Reason number two is the gyroscopic stabilization, which is stabilize your video in post-production or post-process after you take a video. Yes. Reason number three, the product showcase mode. The product showcase mode, this is the camera. Yeah. So if you have some, like, if you go same as the Sony A7S, if you put the product in the lens, it's automatic focus on the product that you are showing on the video. So it's very useful if you are a product photographer, a product blogger or content creator. So this is a very useful specs for the camera. So number 4 is unlimited video recording. So it's meaning unlimited video recording. You can record from the Sony ZV-1 Mark II over 30 minutes. So like 40, 50, depends on your battery life and also with your memory card. So yan, unlimited video recording. It will not stop. Most of the camera or some of the old version camera, it will stop from 30 minutes, 20 minutes, or 15 minutes. So, but in this camera, it's unlimited video recording. So number 5 is the external flash shoe. Again, you have already external flash shoe. So if you want to use an external flash, for example, the best example is the Ulanzi. It's a very small flash that you can use, perfect for the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. Yan. Reason number 6 is more wider lens. So it's 18 to 50 compared for 24 to 100 millimeter of the Canon G7X Mark III. So 18 millimeter is perfect. It's a wide lens. It's 18, so it's perfect for content creator, vloggers, and it's more wider. So I have more wide field of view. It's 18, I think it's 1.8. So it's perfect for vlogging. Yan. Reason number 7, you have already animal eye tracking focus. It locks the focus on the eye of animals. So for your subject. Yan. Reason number 9, it's a fully articulated. Again guys, it's a fully articulated. Compare for the Canon G7X Mark III, it's tilting. So just a tilt. So I choose better the fully articulated touchscreen. Yeah. And the last, it's the availability of the camera. Again, guys, the Sony ZV-1 Mark II is fully available in all around market. So you can find any dealer or any photography shop. For example, AAB World, if you're here in Kuwait, you can find here. We have stock of the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. Compare for the G7X Mark III, it's very hard to find, and that's why the price is skyrocketing. But for me, I will go with the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. And yeah. Or my new favorite camera now, the Panasonic GX85. So I rather use this one than to buy the Canon G7X, which is crazy price now. So I rather choose this camera for street photography. You have a pop-up flash, yeah, and it's MFT or micro four thirds. So I'll compare later with the G7X Mark III, also with this Lumix GX85. So that's the number 10 reason, the availability of the Sony ZV-1 Mark II. It's widely available in the market. So yeah, that's the 10 reason why I would choose the Sony ZV-1 Mark II over the Canon G7X Mark III. And again, guys, these two cameras have a similarity. First, they are both stock sensor. They both have wireless and Bluetooth connection, touchscreen, face detection, focus. They're both 20 megapixel, microphone port, time-lapse recording, and also built-in ND filter with 3-stop, with smartphone remote, webcam function, both no viewfinder, and not weather sealed camera. So this is not a weather sealed camera, both camera, Sony and the Canon G7X Mark III. But again, check this Panasonic Lumix GX85. So I think that's it for today's vlog. Again, if you want to check the price and availability of the Sony ZV-1 Mark II and the Canon G7X Mark III, you can visit our website www.abworld.com. Or if you want to check all the price and availability of Canon and Sony cameras like mirrorless, you can visit again our website www.abworld.com. Hanggang dito na lang. Thank you and mabuhay.